Okay guys, so today's video is an experiment because this little cabin right here gets very hot in the summertime. As a matter of fact, it gets hot all year round here in Florida. So today I'm going to try to fix the AC. Now, I'm not going to do the basic step-by-step because this, like I said, is an experiment. So I'm going to try to figure out what does it take to get an AC working in an MR2 today. Hopefully it works. If it does work, then I'll do a follow-up video because I got this car, I have the other car, the Retro TRD MR2 that doesn't have AC. So once I get this one working and I know step by step exactly what to do, then I'll bring that car in and we'll get that one done from scratch to finish and hopefully works like we're hoping this one works. But these two MR2s that I have, the red one, the Retro TRD, AC doesn't work. Uncle Kevin's 94, after I did the swap, that AC didn't work. He actually got it to a shop and they recharged it. It worked for a day and then it stopped, so we got to figure that out. But between my two cars, Uncle Kevin's car, Craig has two MR2s that doesn't work as well. Being able to fix our AC is a big deal. So without further ado, let's get going. Let's see what we can do to get this thing working. Well guys, I'm giving you a quick video here on how to charge your AC. I'm hoping I can get this done. I literally had to take the bumper off again because this line, I had fixed it or attempted to fix it where it broke with that coupler and that didn't work. So yeah, I got a new line or used line and put it in, and so far this section did not leak, but then I had a leak by the compressor because the TCS custom lines, you gotta bend them, and the way I bent it actually was at an angle when I mounted it to the hard line on the car, and that cut the O-ring, so I had to kind of modify that and get that set up. But since I fixed those two areas, this thing has been holding negative pressure. So we've been holding it right there, both on the high and the low side. And now I'm just vacuuming for about 10-15 minutes just to get any moisture, assuming there's any in there, which I don't think so. But yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna add some refrigerant and hopefully this AC gets cold. Wish me luck, guys. I'm just trying to figure this out because I got 3 cars that need AC fixed, and if I can do it, I'm gonna be way better off with more funds in my pocket than if I go to a shop. So hold in, vacuum. I just finished vacuuming the system. I have my charge can. I'm gonna put 2 cans of this thing in. So it's 12 ounces. And from what I've read, it should cool. So we'll see. We're gonna try that. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes, see if it holds the vacuum again, then I'm gonna load it up, and that will be the first time this car has AC since I've got it, if it works. Loaded up 1 can, and I have a 2nd can going here. And it doesn't feel like it's taking the entire can. So, you know, I cracked the low side slowly. These are the pressures that I have right here. So it's not taking a lot of the 2nd can. I'm not quite sure. But if I go to the car, it is cold. So I'm going to walk you around and show you the temperature. So let's go. It actually does finally feel cold in this car. And here's the temperature. So although it never took the 2 cans fully, you know, I'm down to like 50 degrees. It's a hell of a lot better than 90 degrees here in Miami. So, and it's dropping, as you can see. I'm down to 51, 50. So yeah, so I think this is a success. So I'm gonna stop right here. If it does need more Freon, then I'll add some more or figure out why it's not taking any more. But yeah, 49 degrees. I would say for a guy who doesn't know what the heck he's doing and just trying to figure it out, I'm good with that. Won't be sweating too much with this. So wish me luck. Hopefully this holds and it doesn't leak out, or when it, you know, the sun comes out, this thing works. But I'm happy today. So that was pretty exciting. I actually got the AC to work, as you guys saw, and it is actually, I don't even know how many days after, but it still works. So the good thing is that you can get your AC to work and it works on day 1, and maybe day 2, day 3 it stops working. But so far it's held up. And I am very happy because summer is right around the corner, and that's going to help me to drive this car and still love it. Because let me tell you, no matter what you got in the summertime with the heat, it is unbearable. So thank you for cooperating, car. And thank you to the AC gods for making me figure this out. And thanks to my friend Chris, who also gave me a few pointers on how to basically get your AC going on your car. I didn't do this by myself. It was a lot of reading, a lot of, asking questions, and I have a friend who does AC, so he kind of guided me along, so much appreciated that help. With that said, we're kind of done with this car. AC works, engine is in. I still have to finish the interior. Now, I did get a new headliner, that black MR2 that we got. I took the headliner out of that because it's a T-top. And this one has a headliner, but it was wrapped in suede, and when you're driving, it's just flopping in the wind, so I didn't like that. So I got a factory, good-looking T-top liner. So we're going to put that in, and I still got to figure out, because sunroof still leaks. So I have new rubbers. We'll do a video on how to replace the rubbers. Hopefully that stops the leak. I did buy that Shinetsu grease that Prime MR2 sells that hopefully will help to expand the rubbers as well, because I bought the chassis rubber. I didn't buy the actual T-top, the rubber that goes alongside here. So I'm going to try some of that grease on it, and hopefully that fixes the leak. And then we're pretty much wrapped up with this video. So that video is coming up. I got to change the steering wheel. I got the factory wheel in there. We're going to do a Momo. But with that said, we can move on. Now, I'm going to show you some, things. Well, let me say that. What we're going to do is, as you guys know, when I wrap up the bills, I always like to brand the car. And this is a 2GR. So now we're going to throw our 2GR decal right on the side here. Boom. I think that's going to look pretty good. And then I'll show you some, eye candy that I got for this car that makes it even look a little bit better, in my opinion, from when you guys last saw it. So if you guys are interested, I do 40mm from the end of this side strip here to right at the end of this tape, and then that's how I kind of gauge where I center up these things. So both sides I try to get them perfectly even, because you can't really tell if you can't look at both sides at the same time, but if you know, and I want to get it perfect. So here goes. All right, so it's always nerve-wracking when you're trying to get these things on, because especially with some of these, you kind of have it's a one-time effect, and I either got it right or you got it screwed up. But I think I got it pretty good. So there you go. This red 5S FE Rust Bucket Project Restoration is now officially a 2GR swapped, fully painted, fully restored MR2. And with that said, that makes me a happy guy. And one more MR2 on the list that's completed. So let me show you some of my candy. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Let me close the door actually. Let me have you guys check it out. Again, this is nothing new. No new revolution for an MR2. It is actually, this sticker comes factory on most of the turbo models. But, putting our little 2GR touch on it, I think makes a big difference. So let's check this out. All right, so you guys know, always proud to be Jamaican, 100% Jamaican Bill. You've seen it throughout my garage, so we got to put the flag on. So there you go. I like to put a Jamaican flag on all of my cars, especially the ones I'm really proud of. So this one, I'm very proud of it. So with that said, we're kind of wrapping the 2GR video, but let me show you my little eye candy that I did, which I love how it looks, and a part of this, got a shout out to TCS Motorsports. They did sponsor what I'm about to show you, so here goes. All right guys, so here it is. So finally, I normally like the NA lid, but when we're painting this car, the NA lid has this little undercover piece that is very hard to paint, and I didn't want it to come out bad, so I had a turbo lid in place, which you guys see right here. And with the turbo lid, it gave me the opportunity to throw this pretty cool fan shroud, which was sponsored by TCS, so thank you, Ty. So yeah. So I love it. It looks great. I did actually wrap it in this mirror chrome because it comes polished aluminum, and I just think it looks fire and it goes well with the engine bay. and all of that. So yeah, so with that said, guys, that's kind of like a wrap for this engine bay. You know, it's running well so far. I really haven't had any check engine light, so crossing my fingers that it stays that way. But yeah, we are looking good, and this is a wrap. So thanks for watching. If you look right over here, let me move my Mickey Mouse towel. But this is Greg's engine. So what we're gonna do is next video, we're gonna focus on this engine, just putting everything back together, timing, everything, just full reassembly. So what I'm gonna do is, you know, block is painted, all of that good stuff. So stay tuned for this one. It's the Gen 5 3S GTE refresh. We're gonna finish up this engine. We still gotta wait for the wire harness, and then we're gonna jump back on the 2GR, finish up the interior. So lots more stuff coming. So as usual, as I ask you guys, stay tuned. Thank you for the support. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.